If you are a junior or a senior in high school, you probably know about the college acceptance calculators. Well, my story starts from logging into one of these sites. I was a pretty good student. I had A's and B's, was in a few clubs, so I decided to input my grades and extracurriculars to see what my chances were of being admitted into UCLA. Well, this snapped me back into reality. I had an estimated 3% chance of being admitted. I know that these calculators aren't very accurate, but come on, 3%? That's when I started to do research on the actual college application, and I realized my personal story and my rich experience were far more important than I thought, as it was listed on the UCLA admissions website. I was part of the Armenian Club and the volunteer organization Key Club, but I didn't have much of a rich experience, and it seemed like something was holding me back. Was it because I was afraid to leave my comfort zone? As life would have it, a couple months later, I was in Armenia when I got offered to volunteer at an event. I felt that pang again of not wanting to leave my comfort zone. I rushed through my thoughts. I don't know the people there. I haven't volunteered outside my community. And although I speak the Armenian language, I felt that I would have trouble connecting with the people there. Except this time, I decided to leave my comfort zone. It was a stressful 2 days, but it was also an incredible 2 days. And only in retrospect did I see that little pang holding me back had a lot to do with confidence. Because now, I was floating in it. But what is confidence? The textbook definition is a feeling or consciousness of one's circumstance. My definition? Confidence is learning to believe in yourself through trial and error, and trial, failure, trial, and success. You learn to believe in yourself, just like the dogs learn to salivate at the sound of a bell during Ivan Pavlov's classical experiment. Back when Pavlov first set up his experiment, he rang a bell before shortly presenting food to the dogs. At first, the dogs paid no mind, but eventually, the dogs began to salivate at the sound of a bell alone. And while I'm not saying that believing in yourself comes as easy as salivating, I am saying that in 1949, psychologist Donald Hebb adapted Pavlov's learning rule to explain how brain cells may acquire knowledge. Hebb proposed that when two neurons fired together simultaneously, sending off impulses, the synapses grow stronger. And that's when learning has taken place. So basically, you are presented with a challenge. That's your bell. You overcoming that challenge is like the food. And voila, you've learned to believe in yourself. So how does one start this cycle? We start this cycle by leaving our comfort zone, believing in ourselves to eventually build our confidence. And in fact, I'm doing that right now. Up on this stage, in front of a group of unfamiliar people. I don't even know if you care my topic or not. But I'm doing this for myself, since I know it will take a lifetime to build my confidence. Through trial and error, trial and failure, trial and success. So I'd rather start sooner than later. And in fact, it has paid off. Since I'm going back to Armenia this summer, not just for vacation, but to intern at a border village, teaching world history. And rather than be scared, I'm excited for what may come. So if you'd rather start sooner than later as well, the next time you open your dream university's application or a job vacancy you're excited about, and you feel that ping holding you back, Think of these steps to guide you in your journey. First, open the application. Second, let the fear paralyze you. Feel that angst of not being enough so you can move on to the third step, which is to break out of that slumber. When you follow these steps and finally do something that scares you, you will be rewarded with an experience, whether a successful one or one of failure. But I promise you, each time it will get easier and easier to believe in yourself, in your success, or in your ability to stand straight even after failure. Confidence isn't built overnight, just like Rome wasn't built in a day. But it would be a pity if it were never built at all. Thank you.